And welcome to another session of Lit Capital's Market Outlook. I'm your host, Jacob, and today I am with Pastor Pips. Josh, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing well. You on the vibes? It's lit
No,
side.
it's lit side. And we are also here with Lit Cat Nave. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, my bro. Amazing.
Great,
Doing
great,
good.
great. We're -1 today, but nonetheless, we're still going to bring you a forecast of things to look out for the week ahead on the charts. But before we get into it, if you haven't already, please check out litcapital.co.uk to get started on your trading journey with us. We've substantially grown our Discord community lately. People have realized that the value that we've been providing inside the Discord channel is worthy of the subscription. So if you haven't already, please check out our packages page to get access to that, where you get a whole ton of information in regards to this industry. So before we get into it as well, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can keep bringing you fire content like this if you do enjoy our videos and tune in, okay? So before we get into the charts, as usual, we're going to check the economic calendar for the week ahead. And what I've kind of noticed, there are some events to kind of look out for. We have some RBA meeting minutes with the Aussie tomorrow morning. So that could definitely have an impact in regards to the Aussie currency, as the central bank's going to be speaking. We have some GDP for the euro as well. So tomorrow morning, we'll see how that. It could be a reflection of the quarter, what's going on within the quarter in terms of production. So we'll see what's good with that. Wednesday, we got CPI for the pound in the morning as well. So could definitely see the pound do something this week. Along with, the Bank of Canada, you've got CPI as well. And we've got some retail sales coming out from the US, as well as FOMC meeting regarding the Fed. So Wednesday looks quite jam-packed in regards to news events. And then going into Thursday, we've got unemployment for the Aussie as well. So Aussie and US seem to be the ones to kind of watch this week in terms of fundamentals. As well as, we've got monetary policy for euro as well. So the ECB are having a meeting too. So those seem to be the high impact ones going into this week. We've got some building permits for the US, but not too interested in that, to be honest. And then Friday, we got PMI for the euro as well as the pound. So, yeah, I mean, there are some events. There's not major events in regards to the central banks. On some of them there is, but they're more meetings. There's no actual decisions being made or anything like that. So we'll see how it affects the charts going into the technical aspect. Do want to start on gold with you guys. So we are still bearish on this overall on the weekly and stuff, but we kind of want to see a pullback happen in regards to taking out some liquidity. So where we kind of had the massive drop down, and then we've pulled back up to drop, we haven't actually made a new lower low on the daily structure yet. So I'm thinking what we can actually potentially see is a pullback to kind of knock out some of these short-term highs and fill in a mad imbalance and take some liquidity as well, resting around the 1875 mark. So it'd be a hell of a pullback upwards, but I do think we kind of need that in order to head lower. But we shall see. I mean, I could be wrong with this, but I just feel like we're a bit too low to be selling it, if I give my humble opinion, So what I'm kind of hoping for is to see price pull back. If we do get that massive pullback to that double top, that would be great. But even leading up to them, we still have minor imbalances on smaller time frames. We've got 1 hour here, and we also have, I think this is a 15-minute imbalance as well, if I'm not wrong. So there are reasons to go higher for everyone that is kind of riding the sell from last week and stuff like of that nature. We kind of bounced off of a session candle here, and we had that reaction to the upside. So I don't see any reason as to why it can't continue. So we'll be monitoring this in order to get an entry, a short-term buy. Well, I say short-term, it's still a big buy, but short-term, we do want to see lower prices. So this will be posted in the Discord as well in the chart section. If you're not in there, again, please head over to our website so you can get access. It is only £25 a month. The other setup I have for you guys is on US oil. So it's not an immediate setup. US oil has been flying for weeks now, okay? So what I kind of can understand from a technical perspective is we are looking to head to the 62 area. It could go as high as 64, maybe even 65, but around that region there, we have some imbalance, and we also have a massive, I'll just zoom in for you guys. We have a massive up candle, which kind of spiked the crazy bearish run. So this is leading back to last year. If I remember correctly, this was when Donald Trump was in office and he ordered an airstrike in Iran, kind of off topic, but that's what kind of sparked this crazy downfall in the oil. So I think we're going back there to mitigate, and potentially we could get a bounce reaction from there. And I think it's necessary as well, just going off of what we're seeing with the daily and the weekly, especially. We're not really having we're having a crazy run. So, you know, I think we could potentially get a move to that area then, and, you know, get some sells on some shorts in order to fill in some of these imbalances and improper price action as well. So it's not immediately there, still got a little bit of it to go. So leading up to the $62 mark, I do think we can get a reaction from that area. So watch out for that. If you are looking at buyers, maybe looking at buying to that area and then monitoring price. It is a big zone as well, so don't just be trying to sell as soon as it's in there. You need to be understanding what the price is doing in your area. So that's what I have for that. It's like I said, it's not an immediate setup, but it's something I'll be looking for oil to push towards this week. And finally, I'm going to leave it with you guys on US 30. Again, another pair that is, I believe, is in need of a pullback before continuing, where we're just floating at all-time highs right now. We kind of have a reason to come low. This liquidity, these equal lows resting here. Kind of looking at the 30,800 area to begin with, just in regards to, you know, that's where this move to the upside kind of continued, and we ain't really had any mitigation play or anything of that nature. So I do think US 30 is overall bullish, but we do need a pullback so we can get our entry to then continue, I believe. So yeah, let's just kind of wait for that. That's what I'm going to be monitoring throughout this week. And I'm now going to pass it over to Nathan. Take it away, bro.
Wicked. Thanks a lot, bro. So I'm just sharing my screen with you guys right now. You guys should be able to see that. You guys see that, yeah?
Yeah, all good, bro.
Amazing. So I hope everyone watching is well. I'm going to be covering GBPAUD. So if I first bring you guys over to the weekly time frame and just show you guys the line chart, just so you can see how we are looking right now. So as we can see, we are currently very, very bearish as we speak. You know, if we look over to the left, we can actually see, you know, high highs and high lows. And with this move over here, we can see, obviously, we've got this low that was taken out. And since then, price has just been crazily bullish. So we are looking for, you know, some more bearish.
Sorry.
However, if I just come down to the daily, now we can have a bit of a better picture. So we are, like I said, bearish. However, my focus, just looking at this, was actually on this, you know, on this bullish kind of push before, you know, a strong down move. And what kind of gave it away for me was actually looking at this double top over here, where liquidity would actually be sitting right now. As we can see, price has actually come up, played off of this area that we were focused on, and actually has made a move down. Now, coming down to the 4 hour, this is where we're going to get the clearest of pictures, right? So playing off of the move to the left that I just walked you guys through, we had this candle over here, this nice, you know, up candle before we had a strong down move. And then the same thing happened where we had, not only did we have the, you know, liquidity resting above here, but we also have an imbalance sitting up here as well, just underneath this last up candle before the down move. So what I am waiting for personally is for price to actually, you know, come up, take out these lows, clear, you know, fill in the imbalance, and then actually play off of this area where we will be looking for, well, should I say where we will be looking for sells from this area. So it is, you know, a good setup to look forward to. But as we should already understand, patience is going to play a massive part, because patience pays, right? So that's all I've got for GBPAUD. So last but not least, I'm actually going to pass it over to Josh so that he can share the rest of our setups with you guys.
Thank you, bro. So first things first, from me, I'll be going through Euro NZD. In terms of Euro NZD, when we look at things from the monthly perspective, okay, prices are coming down. We are quite bearish, okay. However, we do understand that we are in a potential mitigation area where prices have been reacting and pushing to the upside. However, looking at the current picture in terms of the weekly or even on the daily, we've had no sort of break of structure, so we still need to be going with the trend. Now, looking at the weekly picture, we've had a low, we've had a low high, we've had a lower low. Looking for prices to retrace up higher before we can potentially get into another short for the market to come lower. Now, when we get closer and closer to, in terms of looking closer at the picture, I'm just going to turn on my drawing tools here. We can see that we've been able to get into some shorts, okay, a few weeks ago now. And now all we're looking for is price to push up into more of a discounted price before we would be considering taking the short. So if I do push down to the 4 hour here, we can see that we've got some highs. Okay, we've got some liquidity sitting above these highs. And in terms of Euro NZD, quite recently it has been consolidating. However, you know, in terms of this short-term structure here, it is bullish. So I would expect price to push up higher. I'll be looking around the 1.69500 level. Just looking at this area where price mitigate out of to then come down lower. So I'm sort of like looking forward to the same play or similar play for prices to come lower. So in terms of Euro NZD, keep your eyes out for the 1.69500, around 79% of our fib retracement, for prices to come down lower, potentially to 1.65500. Okay. And with that being said, that's all from us here at Lick Capital in terms of our setups. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Okay. About 69% of you watching this video right now are currently unsubscribed. It's unacceptable. Guys, it doesn't cost you a single thing. Just hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, comment, and request a call back about anything that you've heard during this call. If you'd like to know a little bit more about us, request a call back and our sales team will get back to you. And with that being said, you know the vibes. It's lit side. And remember, every
Every day is money day.
Peace.